Hey guys, it's Tanya and welcome back to the channel. Today we are back with actually a room build, which I don't think I've ever done a room build on my channel, but I didn't think this was appropriate for a house build because was thinking this was a room you could add onto a house, and this is a design studio. I'm a graphic designer if you didn't already know that, so I was really inspired to make a design studio. So that's what we decided to do today. I wanted a lot of natural light. We actually changed the wall heights a couple of times here, and they end up being really tall walls. And I wanted lots of different designs on the walls, like posters that maybe your Sims had created or logos. So we went ahead and did that and had a couple different seating areas, lots of bookcases. And overall, I think it was a lot of fun. So it's just a little speed build that I wanted to share with you guys because I thought it would be really cool for anyone who wants to have an artist or designer sim to have a place like this. So that is what we did. I did end up throwing an easel in here as well. So if you did want it to be more of an artsy sim, because that's I think the only career we have other than social media, which isn't really graphic design, but it's sort of, I don't know, it feels kind of close to it. So that's kind of how I think of it. So that is an option for your Sims as well. I made sure to throw in an easel so they can do lots of painting over by the window. And there's some lot traits on this room as well. So you can, I think we have natural light for better paintings. And we also have, what was the other one? A natural light and home studio. So, because that's what this is, it's going to be your home studio. I guess you could go ahead and make it look more like a building on the outside. I just left the walls on the outside plain white, nothing too crazy, but there's only windows on two sides of this build, so I would think that you'd probably want to attach this to another building to make it look a little bit more realistic on the outside. Anyway, we are trying to figure out where we're placing things now. We have our main desk over here where you would probably do most of your work. And then there's a couple collaboration areas. There's the table with the couch over there, which we had these really cool see-through chairs I put over there, which I thought were pretty cool. And then we have the tall tables with the computers for more of like sitting and chatting, discussing your designs, or maybe it's with clients. It's probably with fellow designers, though. I think clients would be over at the couch, and chairs here would be more of a let's discuss amongst ourselves and kind of plan our technique here. So that's kind of what I was thinking, because I think that would be a great place to do so. I was kind of inspired by studios I've actually visited and what I would like to work in a nice design space. I personally love exposed brick walls. I like very clean, like I like a little bit of clutter, but like I would like the feel of very clean areas, like very slick, basic colors, and that's kind of what I went with here. Lots of blacks and whites, and the exposed brick, of course, with some pops of color here and there, and lots of greenery. I'm assuming that these are fake plants because if they were in my design studio and they were real plants, they'd be dead. So we're just gonna go ahead and say that they're fake, which in The Sims they basically are. So I guess that is fine because I cannot like let anything grow for the life of me. Although I did just buy some plants and some, well, they're not plants yet, they're seeds. And I bought potting soil. I was like, I'm gonna give it a go this year. We're gonna see what we can do. Gonna try to see if I can acquire a green thumb. I don't think I'm gonna, but I'm trying. So that's what we're gonna go ahead and do this year. And hopefully my plants don't die, but things happen. I'm not very good with them, so I don't have high expectations. But anyway, back to the build. We're going and putting some different wall decals over here that could be like some kind of awards. I wanted to put a chalkboard of some sort, but I couldn't find one that was what I wanted, so we didn't do that. But we're mostly just adding some like trophies. Maybe we got some design awards. I wish. Or certificates or recognitions, all that kind of stuff. And I did end up adding a carpet in here. I think we'll be getting it in a second. It's one of my favorite carpets. It's black. Not that one, although I do really like that carpet as well. It was this one in black we ended up putting over here by these cute little seats. Because I had these over here because we end up adding like a presentation board over here. For maybe if we were trying to work amongst ourselves, this would probably be another like collaboration area, or maybe we're discussing strategy on what would work best for the client. It's just a pie chart because that's all we have in The Sims, but I imagined it would be like maybe what is it called? Oh, a mood board. There we go. Like all the different things that would, if you don't know what a mood board, it's basically something you can do, put together. So maybe your client is, I don't know, a massage therapist. And so you put together a mood board about different massage therapist office ideas you've heard of, logos for other companies, colors you personally associate it with it, like maybe a type study of different fonts and or typefaces. That's what I call them. Um, and like colors and pictures, just anything. It's not necessarily things you're going to use in your final product, but it's kind of to get the creation juices flowing. So I imagined that that's what that board is. It's kind of a mood board of sorts. So there's my little like design information from you, because I went to design school. But anyway, we are placing some curtains over here, and I wanted them in a specific spot, but they kept clipping to the windows, so we ended up having to move them around just a little bit. And I moved the things above this desk so many times because I wanted to fit in a TV and that piping. We ended up adding a little bit of separation afterwards, and I was having a lot of fun combining tables and making the space just a little bit interesting. So that is what we're doing here. And I changed these colors a bunch, and this wall changed colors a bunch. I think it ended up being purple as the final color. That might be in the thumbnail. I don't remember which part of this is in the thumbnail, but we ended up having those blueprints on the table, which I know is kind of weird, but I don't know. I thought it was kind of cool. Maybe I've seen people include blueprints or make blueprint type design, so I thought that was an okay thing to place around. It was unique, something I haven't used before, so I wanted to go ahead and use that in this build. And we use this really giant spot. I think it's from Spot A, right? That icon on the wall, because I think it's really pretty. It's a really pretty like paint swoosh, and I thought it was a nice design detail to add to the wall. So we did that because I thought it looked really cool. And I added these magazines, which you get from the social media career, because print design, I love print design. I wish I was doing more of it. In my job, I do more digital design. I do, digital design. Let's just go with that. But I would love to be doing more print design. I'd love to work with magazines. Maybe not so much books. Magazines and like, well, I guess some books. I don't want to like not illustrate. I don't want to like design a chapter book. But like there's all kinds of other books, and I would love to be doing something like that sometime in my life because that's where my passion is. I am a print designer at heart, and I always will be. So had to include those. Sorry, I'm just kind of ranting about like being a designer, but like I don't know, I'm a little bit passionate about it, or a lot bit passionate about it. So it was really fun to build this, and of course that's what I'm thinking about as I'm building it and as I'm voicing this over. Making sure to add lots of books because it's good to have resources, and design books are incredibly helpful. They give you ideas. They If you don't know like basic principles of like what works, what attracts the eye, color theory, a lot of books like that can be helpful. Also, a rack of magazines because let me tell you, there are so many design magazines, but there's also just in regular magazines you can get ideas and inspiration for good and bad design. And just everyday magazines you might pick up from the store. Sometimes I'll just like buy a magazine I've never even heard of because the cover was just so well designed and I need it. And that's kind of the beauty of design. It like inspires people to buy things because how it's portrayed. And I think that's really cool, and it's a lot of fun to do. But yeah, if you ever wanted to know anything about graphic design, I guess this was my little rant about it. But we're almost done here. I'm like struggling trying to move these books onto the other shelf, and I don't think we ended up doing that. We just had a painting up there because there's too many slots below. But anyway, we are coming to the end of the video. If you'd like to download this, you can search Griffy or the hashtag MsGryphi on the Sims 4 gallery and go ahead and download it for your game. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I will see you guys next time. Bye, everybody.